Hello, everybody, and welcome again to Game On with Yassine. Today, we are talking about the final of the Europa League that took place between Man United and Tottenham. This game was what can I say, an interesting game, an exciting game at some moments, and the winner turned out to be Tottenham. They are emphasizing their winning streak against Man United this season. So, to be concise and precise, these are the topics we're going to be talking about. A general summary of the game, tactics of Tottenham in this game, talking about the coaches, Ange, Postecoglou, and Amorim, and Man United future. So if we look at the game, if the game here, of course, Tottenham opened the scoring record. I would say, or the score, and honestly, there was only one goal scored by Johnson in minute 42, and that was it for the goals. Man United had many opportunities, but they were not able to capitalize on those opportunities and hurt and equalize against Tottenham, which is a very, very, very hard thing to do because when you have opportunities and you waste them, there is always that illogical logic in football. When you waste opportunities, you lose. And we saw that so many times throughout the football history, and the history repeats itself in this manner all the time. Um, if you look at the ball position in this game, was 70% for Man United. They had more shots on target, 6 shots on target. Tottenham only had 3, and they converted one of those into a goal. And the passing accuracy was for Man United also with 84%. But you know what? Sometimes the stats can lie. They can tell a different story. They can paint a different image. And the winner was Tottenham with a win that they waited for 17 years, a trophy. They haven't had a trophy for 17 years. And to be honest, I am happy for them because I remember when they played the final of Champions League against, I believe, Liverpool, and they lost it. They were fantastic that year. They tried basically everything, and they made it to the final, and they were very good in the Champions League. But it was good to see them, to see their fans happy today, to see the excitement in Son's face, the Korean international who deserved the title with this team. He spent most of his professional career with Tottenham, and I was happy to see him happy today. I'm sure a lot of people actually were happy to see Tottenham win this year. It sounds like a year for the underdogs. Um, we had the team that won against Man City in the FA Cup. I can't even remember the name for some reason. It was Crystal Palace. Come on, man, Crystal Palace won that. What can I say? Won that title. We have Paris Saint Germain in the final of the Champions League for the first time, I believe, or for so long. And we had Liverpool winning. Liverpool was not an underdog, but it was not. It was not like what can I say? Um, Expected to do great this season, and they won the Premier League. So this is a season of surprises around football, around Europe in football. So if you look at the tactics today, Postecoglou surprised everybody with focusing so much on defending and making it hard in the midfield for Man United to build their attacking system. Even though they were close to scoring, actually there was one that was very close, and it was cleared basically from the line by the Tottenham defender. So they had fullbacks stayed in narrow positions in the back, which is not a norm for them. and they also control the tempo, tom, the tempo, the tempo of the game, or the pace of the game. Maybe that's a better word to say at this time. I don't know what I can say the other word. Anyway, they slowed down the game for Man United, and they were able to, of course, to pull the win. And Postecoglou, in his interview, said that he, after scoring the first goal, they really decided to sit in the defense and try to win the game that way. And that way, it felt like almost like a Nottingham Forest game. The way Nottingham Forest defends and their system played for them, or paid them well this season. And I guess this is a good maybe lesson and maybe a show of what can I say, adaptivity from Postecoglou to change his style to win this game. And at the end of the day, when it comes to a final, you need to adjust your system to the game, because the main thing is winning. And as we saw, Man United played better than Tottenham, but they couldn't score. They had opportunities. They controlled the ball. They had ball position. They had everything but goals, and they are not gonna win a final or any game basically for that matter without scoring a goal. For the coaches, I touch a little bit about Postecoglou here. He is his future is not really known yet because of the performance of this season. It hasn't been that great. They had so many what can I say, so many um, challenges, so many uh, injuries, and again, we don't like to take to what can I say, to give excuses to people, but that's the truth. They had injuries, and you know, when you have people coming back from injuries, they are not 100% fit, and they are not 100% ready to perform. Sometimes they can't even play the 90 minutes, and that's the name of the game. But again, that's not an excuse. It's just the fact of this year. He has been struggling, or Tottenham has been struggling. The coach has been struggling to produce good results. So we don't know if he should stay or should leave, because it's this situation is almost like a Man United situation last year when they won the FA Cup against Liverpool, and everybody was thinking Ten Hag had to stay. Ten Hag had to stay, but clearly it was not Ten Hag's issue. It was the type of players they have. I guess I'm not sure he brought in many players for him in that situation, but he couldn't really use them as he wanted, and he couldn't really build a strong team. Anyway, and Ten Hag ended up staying after winning the FA Cup, then got sacked in the middle of the year because Man United was still struggling. So it is really hard to know. If it comes to me, I don't know. Honestly, it's really hard because, like in your career, basically in your career, sometimes you have challenges. People do not believe in you. You need opportunities. You need sometimes things that go against you. Maybe weird coworkers. Maybe uh, bad employees. Maybe you get sick. Maybe I don't know. A lot of things can go against you. But are you going to quit just because of that, or are you going to fight and prove yourself? Based on the way I think, I don't know. I would say maybe he should stay and convince the world that he is deserved to be coaching the this team. And honestly, I was very happy to see him staying, and sorry, to see him happy today. And I wish him the best. For Amorim, is a different situation. He was brought in the mid of the season. This, in my opinion, honestly, I think this was a good thing for him, because this is a good what can I say, a convince a good what can I say, a good thing for him, but maybe a good thing that they didn't win this league this year. So that way they don't really, that way the game has to, or the team has to, or the club has to spend money and bring in more players. Otherwise, things are not gonna work in the future, because if they won this game, they will think, hey, you know what, we won the game, or we won the league. But honestly, if you don't have players, you are not going to be able to keep going next year. So I think this is might be a good thing for him. And he did explain that I think one of the what can I say? One of the reporters asked him like, Mason Mount today didn't do well. Maybe you shouldn't have started him and started with Garnacho. But again, you cannot control those things because last time Garnacho didn't do well in against Bilbao, and he ended up bringing Mason Mount who made a change. So players, they can have better days than others based on you can't really you cannot really rate them based on each game. So anyway, I think for Amorim, he is going to stay for Man United because they don't really have much to say, and their future. We said we're going to talk about their future. Their future is gray, is foggy. I don't think they have much planned because now they are out of the Champions League. They are not going to be going the money. They are not going to be getting the money from the Champions League, which means they might have some financial hardship. Also, they are not going to be able to bring in more players, and they are not going to be able to sell their players because their players are not performing. So they are in a big pickle. So anyway, hopefully, because Man United is being watched around the world and they have so much broadcasting, I guess, income. Hopefully, they can manage to bring some money to help next season. Otherwise, we're going to see so many cuts in extra cuts in their staff, and I guess maybe some other expenses. We'll see. Anyway, this is my reaction to this game. So make sure to like and subscribe and drop me some comments, and I will see you in the next one.